Hey, good evening. This is Kathy Beatty with Divorce Support Anonymous coming to you December 7th with a little bit of Christmas and how not to let the Grinch of divorce steal Christmas. It's December 7th. We have been together for a week, 7 days. I hope thoughts have been helpful to you and have given you a reprieve from the heaviness of the season if that is what you're experiencing due to being recently divorced. Today, I want to talk about what's stressing you out. What is it that is stressing you out right now? One of the things, oddly enough, may be to decorate or not to decorate. It can be a huge question because of the expectations, which is one of the topics we covered this past week. The expectations from you, from other people, from your children. You may have those expectations. It's Christmas, we've got to decorate. So, in decorating, do you find happy, joy, celebration? Or do you find memories, loss, and sorrow? Because bringing out those ornaments of the past are causing a trigger of the sadness of the loss that you are going through in divorce. So, what are your choices? I love this topic because it is one of those areas that we can look at honestly and say, okay, here's what the expectations are. Here's what I probably should be doing, but maybe I don't want to. Maybe this year is going to be different. So I will ask you the question, what does your heart need to do in decorating? Maybe you need to just leave all those boxes up in the attic. However, we also, if we have children, need to ask, what do the children need to do? What do the children need right now? Do they need that normalcy if you have younger children? Now, I currently live alone and I have a Christmas tree upstairs or up in my attic. That was my mom's last little Christmas tree that she had in the nursing home. And that I uncover and I stick up every Christmas. It's not much decoration, but it makes me happy and it makes me feel good. And that's all I need to do. You can see the couple of little red things I put in the background just to appear more Christmassy as we cover the different topics this week. But for me, I made it really simple. What about for you? What does your heart need right now? I have this wonderful story of someone who's in my current group, support group, and I'll call her Ellen, is her name, even though it's not. So Ellen was quite depressed about the thought of putting up a Christmas tree because so many of the ornaments, all the way back to her childhood, were not given back to her from her husband. And it made her very sad. She said, I just don't even want to put up a tree. I don't even want to decorate because I don't have those ornaments that have been part of my life since I was a child. And it just brings back those memories of how cruel he was in not giving me back those ornaments or some of the ornaments that they had with 30 years of marriage, but he didn't. So a couple weeks later, she said, you know what? I decided I'm going to go buy all new ornaments. And I love that. I love that she said, you know what? Truth is, reality is, I don't have those sentimental things that made Christmas for me in the past, but I'm going to create something new. I'm going to do something new. And so the option is that you buy new and you signify your new life. Maybe that's something that you want to do. There really is no rule here. And those expectations of what other people think or the expectations you feel that you have to decorate, let them go. Let them go. Buy something new and signify a new life. Maybe it's just a one single ornament that gives you hope and a promise of a future. And then, of course, you have the choice. Don't do anything. Don't decorate anything. Just let it go. Of course, again, if you have children, they're going to want probably something up in the house. So you do want to make sure that they don't feel more of a loss at Christmas because they don't have decorations up, because they don't have a tree. So you have to judge that on your own, or maybe have a conversation with them. Maybe they really don't care. And I have a true confession. It's not about Christmas, really, it's about Thanksgiving. But one year, all the kids were gone and my siblings were off and my mom was out of town and I didn't have a Thanksgiving. And this may be true for you come Christmas. And I did something really different. I went in this one little cafe. I met a friend. We had lunch. We took a walk. And it was so simple. Another theme that I had this week, simply a simpler Christmas. It was almost a relief that I didn't have all the obligations and all the cooking and everything to do. Now, I miss that, of course, but there was another side to it. It's like I don't have the stress of all the plans and all the work and all the expense. So, what do you need to do? Let me ask again, what does your heart need to do? Does it need to decorate? Maybe you want that tradition to help uplift you, or maybe you don't want to do anything, or somewhere in between. Grab a little bit of red, stick it up and call it good. But the choice really is yours. So of all the stresses that can occur during the month of December, I hope decorating is not one of them. And I came across this verse as actually one of my many favorite verses, that he has made everything beautiful in its time. He makes everything beautiful in its time. To me, that speaks that even though it's difficult and it's raw right now, there can be beauty in it, beauty in the simplicity, beauty in just experiencing it in the rawness that we feel. And then as we move forward, we might look back and say, wow, even though things were difficult, there was something beautiful about that season. Something special, something unique, and something beautiful in that season. And that's going to require that you do what your heart needs to do right now, but also require that you invite God into the season. Don't go alone through this season. Reach out, talk about what's stressing you, even if it's decorating. And maybe you want someone to come and help you decorate. There are so many options. So don't get overwhelmed by it all, but simply consider, I have a choice here. Maybe I won't do anything. And maybe that will be what my heart needs to do right now, this Christmas. This is Kathy Beatty with Divorce Support Anonymous, walking with you every step of the way through the trauma of divorce.